Alright everybody, today on Terminally Gill we're going to be talking about 3 different ways to rig the iconic worm. 3 different ways, why am I saying 3? I'm cutting you guys out. I mean 5 different ways, I'm sorry, to rig a worm, so stay tuned. Alright everybody, so the first way we're going to talk about rigging a worm is on one of my favorite things to fish, and that is a shaky head. Now you see you get that screw lock there, and get a big ol' eyelet there. I don't personally like this style, but it's the easiest to show someone how to rig it up on. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to hold that screw lock in your fingers, and you're going to take the point of the screw and start it right in the middle of the worm, and then you're just going to twist the worm and screw that worm on there. Keep going until it reaches as far as that screw will go, and then you take this right here and you line it up and see where it'll poke through at. And then you poke her through. Now you can leave the hook exposed like that, or you can do what a lot of people call texposing it. So basically you just take the point of that hook and bury it back inside the worm a little bit. So then you have that right there. So that's the first way we're going to talk about rigging the worm. Now, way number 2 is actually very similar to the shaky head. It's called a wobble head. Now, as you can see, this is quite a bit bigger. I'm just using stuff that I have on hand, but this head right here is free moving from the hook. See what I mean? What this does is it allows your bait, while this head's sitting on the bottom, it allows your bait just to kind of sit there and float around with the current, or with slight movement. Now this is going to be very similar to rigging Texas way. You stick the point of the hook in about 1/4 of an inch and poke it out of the side like so, and then you slide that up around there we go, to where it sits like that on the keeper there. And then you do the same as with the shaky head. You line it up, see where it's going to poke through at. Oop, my bad. Poke that thing through, and then texpose it, and you'll have that right there. And this will float around all over the place and look real pretty. Now, way 3 we're going to talk about is actually a way meant for Senkos, but they are a type of worm, so I'm just going to include it. And I'm using a little trick worm, but normally you would be using a Senko. Now, you take your octopus hook, whatever size you want it to be, whatever color, and literally all you do is poke that octopus hook all the way through the center of the worm and back out the other side. That is all you do, guys. It's probably one of the easiest ways to rig a bait, but you will also lose a lot of fish doing this, or a lot of baits doing this, because you know, that'll rip out pretty easy, and they make bands for it, but I didn't have any on hand. So now, way 4 is going to be if you're fishing really clean gravel, or something that you're not going to get hung up on. It's Texas rigging, but with an exposed hook. And this is, oh, I forgot the exact name of it, but as you can see, it's different from your average Texas style wide gap. It's got the straight shank on it and a regular old round bend. Now, you will Texas rig this. You just stick it in 1/4 of an inch or so, poke it out of the side, push that up over top, line her up where she's going to come out, and poke it on there. Just like so. And now, that right there is exposed hook. With this, you'll hook up a lot more fish, but you'll also get snagged a ton more. And I'm talking a ton more. Now, with weights, you'll have a bullet weight up above this on your line. And you can also, rig it like Mojo rig, split shot up about that far on your line. Now, final way, the iconic way to rig a worm, just straight up, wide gap, Texas rigging it. Hook this worm about 1/4 of an inch and stick it out the side. Run it up over around the eyelet, and then line it up where it's going to come out. Poke it all the way through, and then expose it. And that right there is your iconic, everybody uses it style rigging a worm. Guys, this is just a short little video, I know, but some people honestly don't know how to rig a worm. So I felt it was important to try and tell you guys. Now, I know, all my videos so far are how-tos and instructionals and stuff like that, but I'm actually working on a project where I'm doing a lot of fishing and having a lot of fun doing it. So it won't be like this forever. This is just what I can put out for now. And growing a YouTube channel, it's really important to keep putting out content. There we go. Man, I'm a genius. Anyway, keep putting out content as much as you can, as soon as possible, is what I'm trying to say. So, you guys stay tuned. I'm going to be posting at least 3 a week forever. So, I'll talk to you guys next time. Do me a favor, subscribe. We'll see each other in the next video.